Folks, it's been a while. Fall is finally here on the Florida homestead. There's been a lot that's happened since the last time I uploaded. So honestly, this video, let's quickly dive in and I'm gonna show you guys everything that's happened since this past summer. Let's go. So all 5 of our girls are still here. We've got Cookies right here. Over here we've got Sarah, that's the one in front, the black one. In the back there, that's my buddy Scarlett. She's gotten pretty bossy these days. She's definitely the alpha in this group. But we've got Scarlett there. Over here we have Elsie. And then over at the feeding ring eating, that's Pickles. And so we still have all 5 of these girls. They're doing quite well. And they are hopefully very much so pregnant. So these girls have been pregnant for 5 months now, and that's when we actually rented a bull. We had a bull. The bull was supposed to be here for 40 days. The guy who dropped it off, when everything was said and done, the bull actually ended up being here for closer to like 60 days. And his job while he was here was to get all these girls pregnant. And now we haven't had the doctor back out here to like verify that officially yet, but they are looking big. Like Scarlett is looking big. Her demeanor has definitely changed. I have not noticed that any of these girls have gone into heat in the past 5 months. So that would lead me to believe that they're all pregnant, but we just don't know 100% for sure. Her, I'm sure of. I'm sure she is. But some of these other girls, they're a little bit questionable. The idea is, in about 5 months from now, they'll give birth to their calves. We're going to sell some of the calves for money to offset the cost of the farm. We're gonna keep some of the calves, and then Scarlett here is going to be our family milk cow. So we're actually going to milk her every single day. We're gonna be getting milk from her, we're gonna make cheese, we're gonna make butter. So that's really exciting and we're really looking forward to it. I'm also really nervous about it. I still have to build the milking stall, the milking stanchion. That's where that headgate is gonna go into place. It's gonna hold her in place. We'll also be able to use that headgate for things like getting rid of their horns. And I'll just go ahead and show you some of their horns in the past year have gotten really big and they're starting to be a little bit suspect sometimes. These girls are never aggressive. They're never intentionally, you know, out to hurt somebody. But when they start whipping these things around, it's pretty nerve-wracking from time to time. So we're gonna go ahead and get those horns off. But in order to do that, we need them standing still, so we need them immobilized in that headgate. So building that headgate is gonna happen very soon here. It's probably gonna happen like within the next month, probably six to 8 weeks, I would say. I'd like to get it done before Christmas. And so maybe I can take you guys for a walkthrough with me as we build that. Now this is the cattle headgate that I picked up. I got a really nice bargain on this guy recently. Headgates like this run about $1,000 new. This particular one had only been used once, so it's brand new, fully functional, no issues. And I managed to pick it up for $425 on Craigslist. So that was an amazing buy. And I'm gonna be taking that and I'm gonna be building right here up front. This is where the girls eat their feed in the morning. But I'm gonna be building somewhere in this general area here, a milking stall headgate area where once the girls give birth, once our cows give birth in a few months here to their calves, I'm gonna be bringing Scarlett in here every morning, situating her in that headgate so that she stands still, and then I'm gonna be milking her for milk for our family. Now, of all the things that I've grown out here on the property, some of it I've had a lot of success with, some of it I've had very little success with, but this Cranberry Hibiscus that I've been growing over the past 6 months has been doing insane here. Like, it's been doing amazing. So when I bought the plants, they were just 3 to 5 inch cuttings about this big. As you can see, this one here is probably about 5 feet tall. I've got a few others over here that are about 4 feet tall. And this is a fully edible plant. So I'll come on and show you a look here. This plant is fully edible, and they call it a cranberry hibiscus because it does have a bit of a cranberry flavor to it. It has a very nice tart flavor to it. You can put it in salads, you can cook it up in stir fries. There's different ways that you can prepare it. And it's a fully edible survival / homesteading plant. So I've had a lot of success with propagating these. I actually started with only a few, and I'll go ahead and show you, but we have quite a few right now. I have this one here, and these all came from 3-inch cuttings just half a year ago. I've got one over here. This area needs to be cleared out a bit more, but you get the idea. I'm just showing you how these things have thrived and how many of them I've been able to clone just from cuttings. And so I've decided that now these guys, they die in the winter. So when it's freezing temperature, they die back all the way down to the ground, and they don't come back from the roots until the following year. So that's gonna kind of like slow their growth or reduce or limit their growth. However, I had an idea, and that's when I went and got the greenhouse. So we only get between 2 and 4 nights per year that actually go below freezing temperature. And that's that temperature which are gonna kill off. You can see I have a little bit more of that cranberry hibiscus growing over here. That's the temperature that's gonna kill off these cranberry hibiscus plants. So I thought to myself, these things are doing so well. I've really kind of figured out how to propagate them and split them up and make new plants. What if I started a business? What if I decided to actually sell these online to people? They go right now on Amazon, typically 2 for $20. Hey, that could be a little, you know, start to a homesteading business for us. So I decided to put together this greenhouse. And the idea is that I can propagate with cuttings, put them in the greenhouse over winter, and that way we won't ever really experience that full dieback. I'll go ahead and show you guys the inside of the greenhouse. So keep in mind, some of these guys are gonna look a little pathetic, but that's just because I did these cuttings yesterday. So as you can see, I've got all these new cranberry hibiscus plants coming in. That one looks quite nice. This one looks like it's doing quite well. And then some of them are gonna look a little pathetic. That happens sometimes at first, the first couple days. They won't all survive, but out of these cuttings, I should be able to get at least, I think I've got 20, 25 cuttings here. I bet you at least 15 of them will make it from the looks of things. So I'm trying different things in here in this greenhouse. We've got the cranberry hibiscus cuttings. I've got some katuk here, which is an edible perennial. That's doing really well. And we've even started some strawberries down here. So I actually just finished building this greenhouse this past week. That's why we only have the one little table in there. You know, we've got some watering cans down in the corner. There's not a lot to this thing right now. I'm gonna get a couple more tables. We're gonna really try to better utilize the space. But like I said, we just put it together last week. We gotta get some kind of, you know, for aesthetics purposes, we'll cover up all this, plastic block as well. But yeah, the greenhouse is going to be amazing, and it's going to be a bit of an experiment of mine. Let's see if we can overwinter these plants. Daryl and the hens are doing well, of course. It's starting to get a little bit colder. It's still been in the 80s most days here in Florida, but it's starting to get a little bit cooler. We've had a few days in the low 70s, and so I think that's kind of triggered, especially in these hens, to start laying a little bit fewer eggs, and they're starting to get their winter feathers in. So a lot of their energy from when they eat each day, instead of going to laying those eggs, it's going to making those winter feathers. So this guy here is Copper. He's probably the most striking looking rooster that we've gotten out of the ones that we hatched. And he's the only one that we actually named, so we named him Copper. It's obvious why, his coloration. He's a really neat looking bird. And these are our baby hens. They're only between 2 and 3 months old, and I've got them divided right now in the hen house so that these newer babies can't come in contact with the older hens just yet, and that's for their own safety. We don't want the roosters tearing away at them, and honestly, I don't want any predators diving in against these smaller girls either. But we got 8 of these new ones, so we're gonna add these 8 hens to the existing 7 that we already have. So we're gonna be up to 15 hens and 4 roosters. Now that ratio might not be the best. We might have too many roosters. I've noticed the roosters kind of picking on the girls from time to time. And so if I have to, we might have to step down or give away or eliminate 1 or 2 more of the roosters until they'll peacefully coexist with our hens here. But yeah, we're gonna be going up to 15 hens once these babies get a little bit bigger, so that's exciting. And among the new hens that we got, these are the little 2 to 3 month old hens. This one right here in particular has me kind of happy. We got her from a local place. Everything seemed quite fine when we first got her. And then she just started to fail to thrive. She was laying on the ground at one point. One day she didn't even stand up at all. And the other baby chicks were, they were trampling on her. And I thought for sure, I've occasionally seen stuff like that before. I thought for sure she wasn't gonna make it, but she is doing great right now. She gets up, runs around, she sleeps on the roosting bars at night. What did you just say? She sleeps on the roosting bars at night. So she's been doing great. She's resting right now, but she gets up, she runs around, and I think she's gonna make it. So that's very good news right there. Guys, I've been busy. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but it's good to have another upload here. I hope you guys are interested in all the work that we've been doing out here on the farm. This has just been a quick overview. I'll be getting more nuanced videos coming out again soon on like different individual topics. The cows are pregnant. They're gonna be giving birth in just a few months. I've gotta get that milking stanchion put together. We're gonna be milking Scarlet every day, which is kind of like one of the core things that we wanted to do with homesteading from the very beginning. So it's almost here upon us. We have 15 hens now, including 4 roosters, so 19 chickens here on the farm. We're working on propagating plants. We've got a greenhouse together, and there's so much more stuff that's been going on in the past 6 months here on the farm, guys. I've just been busy. I just started college, so I'm enrolled in college full time now. That's been eating up a lot of my time, but I want to get back to these regular uploads. Y'all, if you like these uploads, if you want to see more of them, let me know by engaging with the video. You can leave a like, you can leave a comment. Let me know, hey, good to see you. I'd like to see more about the cows. I'd like to see the babies. The babies are going to make some awesome videos once they give birth. I'm sure milking the cows are going to be some great videos as well. Stuff like that. Guys, more regular uploads to come soon. I apologize for the absence. I love you guys. God bless you. Have a great rest of your day. And until the next one, take care. This is Justin with Florida Homestead. Bye-bye, you guys.